Hey everybody, Kyle Goethe here from GoetheFilmReviews.com with another unboxing video for you. This one, I literally came across this item today. I was not intending on owning it by the end of the day, but sometimes you also come across a guy who's wheeling and dealing and looking to offload some products. So I ended up with this set at the end of the day. Treating myself, it was a difficult day for me, so I was at Crypticon in Minnesota here and came across Full Moon Features' booth. I was actually looking for a couple other interesting packages there, but they were all out of those. And all of a sudden, I ended up with a great deal on the set that we're going to talk about today, which is Puppet Master. This is Puppet Master, the 12 Blu-ray collection from Full Moon Features. We are going to open it up right now. All right, everybody, we've got Charles Band's Puppet Master, the 12 Blu-ray collection, including the special bonus disc Arcana of the Puppet Master. I don't really know what that is, but this is a restored and remastered set. And I should point out as well, this set is available on Puppet Master's or Full Moon Features' website, and a couple other avenues as well. But you know, it's not an easy thing to come by. You can't find this at Target or anything like that. But if you find Full Moon Features at a convention like I did, you can usually come across a pretty cool little set right here as well. It's right here. Since 1989, Full Moon's beloved Puppet Master franchise has been the first and last word of murderous marionette mayhem and remains the most successful and enduring direct-to-video horror and fantasy movie series in history. I mean, probably there's a lot of information on that. So let's point out as well, this is I believe it's 11 Puppet Master movies, and then they're counting the 12th disc, the special features disc, as one of those. So just note on that, it is 11 movies. It does not include the reboot, The Littlest Reich. It does not include the non-canon sci-fi original movie Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys. And it does not include the spin-off Blade the Iron Cross or the 2021 release, I believe, is Dr. Death. None of those are included. They came out after the set was finished. So 12 discs is still pretty darn good, though. Let's just respect the fact that 12 discs is pretty darn incredible. So yeah, so there it is right there. We've got those. We'll just pull these out one at a time. All right, so we got the first Puppet Master right here. This is a restored. I've heard some great things about the widescreen presentation for a lot of these films. So yeah, the film that started it all right here. If you don't know about Puppet Master, it's about a bunch of puppets that come to life. Pretty fair. I'll give a couple lines here. Alex Whitaker and 3 other gifted psychics are investigating rumors that the secret of life has been discovered by master puppeteer Andre Toulon. But these psychics quickly discover Toulon's secret of death in the form of 5 killer puppets, each one uniquely qualified for murder and mayhem. Simple enough. Yeah, this one has some pretty interesting stuff here. No strings attached. The original making of from the first Puppet Master is apparently quite good. And it also has an introduction by Charles Band and a promo for the latest Puppet Master movie, which was Axis of Evil, which is actually in this box. So there's the condition right there. Pretty simple when you open it up. The classic first film, it says on here. It's a pretty simple little case. So nothing too grandiose, but you know, these are delightful movies. And anytime you can get something direct from the manufacturer like that, it's always a win as well. We've also got Puppet Master 2. This is also widescreen. So you can't keep a good man down or a puppet master buried, as Tunneler, Leechwoman, Pinhead, and the rest of the puppets return to exhume their beloved creator in Puppet Master 2, the sequel to the hit horror fest Puppet Master. Yeah, and then down here we also have, again, a special intro and audio commentary by Charles Band, a full-length video zone, a Killer Puppet Master montage, Full Moon trailers, and the figure commercial from '97. This film is rated R and it runs 89 minutes. The first one is also rated R and runs 89 minutes, so pretty simplistic there. Not a ton of special features on these first 2 movies. Just good to note that you might be getting a lot of the presentation on these discs and maybe not a whole lot else, but there is that extra disc that we'll cover here in a second too. Oh, let's open up Puppet Master 2 and see what that looks like on the inside. All right, pretty standard. Got tunnel. I think this. No, it's not tunnel. What am I thinking? Let's see. The flamethrowing torch. That's right. Torch is introduced in the second one.
I should also point out there is a Charles Band's Puppet Master booklet that comes with as well. I didn't see this with the first disc. Maybe it slid back there and I didn't realize, but pretty solid. I mean, it gives about a page on each film, so it's not like a completely introspective kind of packet, but it is a nice little extra feature there as well. Pull out Puppet Master 3. I think this one is Puppet Master 3. Let's see, Toulon's Revenge. Yeah, Toulon's Revenge is the subtitle. This is a prequel set during the 1940s in Nazi Germany. We also get our first introduction to Six Shooter, and we can see how Blade is made in this film. After hearing that Andre Toulon's puppets have no strings, but rather seem to have a life of their own, Dr. Hess, a Gestapo henchman during World War II, sends the Gestapo to the theater to kidnap them. During the melee, Toulon's wife Elsa is killed, and he's whisked away by the Nazis. So it's basically a revenge tale right there. Pretty solid. Actually, of the first three, I like this one more than the other two. I do. This has a special intro by Charles Band, an audio commentary by David Descoteaux and C. Courtney Joyner, original full-length video zone, a montage, full moon trailers, and another commercial. And again, this is 86 minutes, and it's rated R. Pretty standard right there. Let's see what the inside looks like. Again, we get Six Shooter. He deserves his own cover. It's important. Puppet Master 3 right there. All right. I apologize for the fireworks. We have neighbors. Puppet Master 4. See, this one is kind of like you either love it or you hate it. I adore 4 and 5. I think they're a great double feature event. I like the large-scale puppets that we get in this film, so Puppet Master 4 is a win for me overall. This one is Toulon's puppets, for once, are about to do some good, as the bad puppets turn good. The mini menaces Blade, Tunneler, and Pinhead go toe-to-toe with their most menacing enemy yet, a team of terrifying gremlin-like creatures known as totems that are sent by the evil Egyptian demon Sutek to recapture the magic stolen by Toulon. This is a 79-minute rated R feature. And yeah, this is Sutek, and these are the totem creatures, really cool creatures. In fact, they had their own spin-off film called Totem that's pretty tough to find, but if you can get a copy of it and check it out, these are really cool creatures. I dig them. So this has a video zone and a commentary by Jeff Burr. Commentary outscales almost every other special feature. I dig having a commentary for this one. Oh, let's see what's inside there. All right, standard, pretty solid, you know. Let's move on to Puppet Master 5. That's right, more totems, more Sutek. Yeah, so let's see what this one's about here. In the darkened Bodega Bay Inn, the greedy Dr. Jennings has come to pilfer Blade, Six Shooter, Jester, Pinhead, Torch, Tunneler, and Decapitron to discover the source of their animation. Hoping to get rich quick, he plans to sell their secrets as implements of war. Yeah, and Sutek returns in this one as well, although you'll notice it might be spelled differently, Sutek. This one has more special features. It has a video zone, a commentary with Jeff Burr and special guest Chris Endicott, a one eye on the lens, one hand on the puppets, the making of Puppet Masters 4 and 5, and archive footage. This is 82 minutes, and it's rated R. Let's look inside this guy. Okay, nice. I like that they keep like the original cover art on the inside of these. I know it's something small, but it does mean quite a bit. So, all right, so up next we have Curse of the Puppet Master. Puppet Master 5 was actually the final chapter for a while, so this one was brought back 4 years later. Those malevolent puppets are back in Curse of the Puppet Master, the 6th installment in Full Moon's legendary Fright film franchise. This time, Andre Toulon's diminutive assassins take up residence at the House of Marvels, a traveling doll circus run by Dr. McGrew, who has been trying to create a living doll of his own with little success. This one's got a director's commentary, the video zone, and the trailers. Pretty simplistic there. Director David Descoteaux. And then we have a rating of R and 78 minutes right there. Let's take a look inside that one right there. All right. This is a really weird one. I'll be honest with you. This is kind of a separate film that's very strange. Gets a little bit crazy, and it may not be for everybody, but I remember liking it when I saw it. I don't think it was as strong as the previous two films, but I liked it. All right, this is the area where I actually haven't seen the rest of these. Retro Puppet Master. This is another early prequel. I think it's set during the early 1900s. Get ready for the 7th spellbinding entry in Full Moon's iconic Puppet Master series, Retro Puppet Master, directed by prolific genre legend David Descoteaux. I'm probably saying his name wrong. And produced by Charles Band. Retro Puppet Master dials back the clock, serving as a thrilling prequel to Puppet Master 3 and one of the most unique, evocative films in the franchise. Yeah, basically goes back to the early 1900s as he learns. And yes, that is Greg Sestero of The Room fame. Here you can find new director's commentary with director David Descoteaux and actor Greg Sestero. 2 hours of rare behind-the-scenes footage with optional commentary, video zone, and full moon trailers. This is, let's see here, it is 80 minutes, and it's actually PG-13. So take with that what you will. This is rare because this isn't actually the main cover art, but it's an interesting weird look. Again, I don't know much about this one. This is actually where I kind of stopped watching the franchise, more because I just didn't have the time to keep going. So I remember got to 6 and I wanted to continue, and I just didn't get the chance. So I'm excited to continue now. Next one up is Puppet Master: The Legacy. This is probably the most maligned of the Puppet Master films, because a lot of people say it contains between 10 and 30 minutes of new footage in a 80-minute movie. So over half of it is just reused footage. Yeah. So real quick, we'll cover the 8th and strangest entry in Full Moon's venerable Puppet Master franchise. Puppet Master: The Legacy is a fascinating look at the mythology of the series, featuring a wealth of intense scenes from classic Puppet Master movies and an all-new framing story. That's probably the best possible way to sell this movie. I'm actually really impressed with how they kind of worded it. It's an HD, not rated, 80 minutes, of course. And it includes the first Puppet Master featurette, No Strings Attached, and Full Moon trailers. I heard No Strings Attached is pretty good, but it's been in a couple of these discs, so really it's like nothing new at this point. Let's take a look at it here. Pretty standard looking disc. Like I said, this one is kind of much maligned because the problem I have with it, chronologically speaking, I think it's the last in the series, if you're not going to count the now non-canon Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. So its point, as far as I'm aware, is to update people on the mythology of the series so they're not confused with what happens kind of like as the series goes forward. They never made a follow-up to this. Everything else has been set in the past. So what's exactly the purpose of the movie? I don't know. That's kind of the problem. Unless it's kind of like a greatest hits, I guess. But it doesn't feel like it's going somewhere. All right. Up next is Puppet Master: Axis of Evil. There was quite a break between the Legacy and this film. I wasn't sure they were going to do another one. But this is the part of their Axis trilogy, if you will. Yeah, so in a stateside hotel during the height of World War II, young Danny Coogan dreams of joining the war effort. Following the murder of hotel guest Mr. Toulon by Nazi assassins, Danny finds the old man's crate of mysterious puppets and is suddenly thrust into a battle all his own. So I think this takes place right after the opening scene in the original Puppet Master movie, which has been kind of retconned to no end. So here it comes with The Making of Evil, 13 vidcasts from China, No Strings Attached, the original making of the first Puppet Master, and 9 Puppet Master original trailers. This film comes in at about 83 minutes. It is HD, of course, and it's not rated. So, yeah, pretty standard again. Nothing really special to laugh about, I'm noticing throughout this set. But if you're looking for an HD quality of the films, it seems that's where the big win is. So, right here we have Axis Rising, Puppet Master, which I believe is the 10th film, so that's kind of where they're going with this X, I think, is to celebrate that. Puppet Master: Axis Rising. After foiling a plot to blow up the American arms plant, Danny Coogan and his girlfriend Beth quickly find that their troubles have just begun. One of Toulon's mysterious puppets has been kidnapped by the Nazis, and under the wicked, watchful eye of the occultist Commandant Mobius, the puppet's life-giving serum is synthesized to create a master race of unstoppable soldiers. Yeah. So there's that right there. This one runs 88 minutes. And first time in 20 years, the incredible Video Zone featurette, Killer Puppets Master Montage, uncensored Grindhouse preview, and a remastered Full Moon trailer. So, yeah, again, nothing a whole lot for special features here. I'm really kind of sad. Like, I know that most special features on most of these movies have been like, here, let me sell you other movies. But, you know, in such a large set as this, it would be really fun to see some special features. I know we have a disc coming up at the end, though, that's going to have special features, so maybe they're just saving them all for that point as well. The final film in this group, Puppet Master: Axis Termination, the 11th film right here. Let's see. Okay. Toulon's immortal and deadly puppets return. Witness the exciting action-packed conclusion of the final chapter in the Axis trilogy saga. To stop the Third Reich and the Nazi war machine from winning World War II and affecting the outcome of the free world, Blade, Jester, Leechwoman, Pinhead, and the rest of the indestructible Toulon puppets joined forces with the masters of psychic powers. Teaming up with Toulon and his bloodthirsty marionettes, the unlikely allies face off against a pack of powerful Nazis and their own clan of malevolent puppets. Wehrmacht bombshell in the unstoppable tank-like blitzkrieg. It is good Toulon puppet versus evil Nazi puppet in the ultimate final battle that will turn the fate of the entire world. And this one comes with a director's spotlight for Charles Band, Monstercraft inside 1313 FX, actor spotlight for John Louise O'Sullivan, things actors say on set with the Indiegogo contributors, and full moon trailers. Again, we're looking at 75 minutes, pretty short little film, not rated. Fair enough. Let's see what's in here. Again, a pretty standard looking disc. So there you go. Those are the movies. We've got one disc left. It's in this little slipcover here as well. So Arcana of the Puppet Master. Just going to cover here a couple of the things that are in here. So it has a Secrets of the Puppet Master, a 7-minute discussion with David Allen on bringing the Puppet Master to life on the set of Puppet Master 5. Puppet Master 2 behind-the-scenes video, that's an hour and a half pretty much. A Puppet Master 5 behind-the-scenes video, which is 5 minutes, so we're kind of all over the place. Behind the scenes of Puppet Master 2, which is 3.5 hours. Oh my god. And behind the scenes of Puppet Master 3, which is just over 3 hours. So there's your behind-the-scenes footage. It's not on every single movie, but we kind of focus on those first couple, the more popular ones. And there's the disc cover as well. So pretty standard. That would be our films that we have. So get these guys in here. And there you have it.
So there you have it, folks. That was the Puppet Master 12 Blu-ray collection. Hopefully you got some insight as to whether or not this set is worth owning. Hopefully you decided if you're going to be a Puppet Master fan first, because it's not a series that's for everybody. Full Moon Features is not a company for everybody, but if you can kind of get behind what they're going for, you can have a lot of fun with their content. So hopefully you got a little bit of an insight into what that set looks like and whether or not it's something for you. Now, what are some ways that you can help support the channel after this great content? Don't worry, it's not haunted. That's my cat. You can like, you can subscribe, you can share the video, and comment down below your thoughts on the Puppet Master franchise. Do you own the box set that we opened up today? Do you have any thoughts about it? Let me know down in the comment section. And while you're down there, yeah, give us a heads up. Have you seen any of the Puppet Master movies? Is it a franchise for you or not? I myself am like really invested in the Puppet Master, Totem, Doll Man, Demonic Toys, Bad Channels, whatever that cinematic universe is, if we're going to call it that. So I'm really big on the cheesiness. If like I said, if you can get into it, it's something that's pretty fun to go with. So let us know down in the comment section what your thoughts are on this franchise and the films within it. You can also check out goatfilmreviews.com for all my many film reviews. I've got over 1,000 individual pieces on goatfilmreviews.com that you can take a look at there. You can also check me out on Facebook, Goat Film Reviews on there. A lot of links on there. You can find to some of the different things that are featured on the channel and the site. You can also follow me personally at Almighty Goatman on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Letterboxd. That's Almighty Goatman, or Kyle Goethe, of course. You can find me on Letterboxd and see some of the films that I'm currently watching. You can also check out my weekly show, Kyle and Nick on Film. We have 2 episodes every single week that drop, and that is a separate YouTube channel. The link is down in the description, and you can subscribe to that and check out the content that we've got going on there as well. Kyle and Nick on Film is also available on Twitter at KNOnFilm, or you can find Kyle and Nick on Film on Instagram as well. So check out the many different links there as well. And like I always say, I know you hear this every time you watch these videos. Check and subscribe and like and do this stuff. You don't know how much it helps these independent content creators like myself to have those likes, subscribes, comments. They help grow the channel and help lead to bigger and better things. So the more you support it, the better you get off. That's all the time you got for me today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. We'll see you for the next one.